Hello everybody and welcome to this video where I analyse Act 3, Scene 2 of Romeo and Juliet. Well, the next two scenes show the different reactions to the news of Romeo's banishment. In this scene, Juliet receives the news of Tybalt's death and Romeo's exile, and although she gives an angry outburst for a few lines, this changes very quickly. Within moments, Juliet is rational and is thinking very carefully about the situation and being quite insightful, and she calculates, "But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin, that villain would have killed my husband?" So basically she works out, right, I get it. Romeo must have killed Tybalt because Tybalt was going to kill Romeo. Now, as we shall see in the next scene, Juliet's mature response is very different to that of Romeo. We start to see Juliet as a girl wise beyond her years, and perhaps we're sort of swayed towards the idea that she's wise enough to make her own choices in love. Certainly, she's grown more mature since she had the argument with the nurse previously. This is a fantastic response from Juliet. Very, very, very clever, and even more interesting and intriguing when juxtaposed, when structurally placed next to the next scene, which is so different. As we see throughout the play, light and dark play a key role in this scene. Juliet is desperate for night to arrive, telling the sun to gallop apace, to run away. Darkness has offered sanctuary to the couple throughout the play. They met at night, and first will have sex at night, and will very tragically die at night. So, with so much of Romeo and Juliet's relationship taking place at night, Shakespeare is highlighting how the lovers are set apart from the rest of the world. They basically live when the rest of the world sleeps, which gives them an almost mystical quality. It also highlights the idea their relationship is like a dream. We dream at night, and as the play often talks about dreams, and dreamers often lie, we get the idea that this whole relationship is some kind of dream. I explore that in further detail in my ebook. The link is in the description, so please do pick up a copy at the bargain price of £1.99. A modern day equivalent of this and everything that takes place between them being at night is probably almost like the Twilight films and the kind of vampire sort of imagery. This idea that they're different, they're set apart. Everyone else is asleep, they're up, and there's a sort of mystical, surreal quality to their relationship. It's quite significant and very clever. Now, in this scene, Juliet's relationship with the nurse continues to show signs of wear. The two had a very close relationship in Act 1, Scene 3. We know from the nurse's long stories that she essentially raised Juliet. She breastfed her. She's been with her for the whole of her 13 years. But in this scene, we find the nurse is unable to understand Juliet and why she would side with Romeo. After Tybalt's death, she asks, "Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?" So this is the point really where the nurse cannot understand Juliet. When we have started to see cracks appear in their relationship, we saw it just a couple of scenes ago too, where Juliet was very rude and impetuous to the nurse. The relationship, of course, by the end of the play will fall away completely. And perhaps, as I've previously said, this symbolises how Juliet is maturing and growing into a woman as her relationship with Romeo develops, and she no longer seems to need a nurse. The transition Juliet is making from child to adult is reflected in her gradual separation from the nurse who raised her from childhood. If you found this video useful, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I have a video on the whole play, every scene, translated into modern English and then analysed. Thank you.